To a lot of people, just general public, I'd probably just seem like just another member of the public. But for me, knowing I've got mental illness, it's quite a frightening experience. Schizophrenia is paranoia, hearing voices, extreme anxiety, panic attacks. I didn't really know how to take it all in, the fact that I got mental illness. And it's kind of got worse over the years, I think. It's my illness has got worse over the years. I tend to have snippets of good times and snippets of bad times. So
hardest time, probably when he was quite psychotic and caused quite a lot of disruption within my family, in the sense that he tried to kill my dad, basically. Broke into the house in the middle of the night, did that.
And people seem to see you as being dangerous, or see me as being dangerous in some kind of way, and that's one thing I don't like. I hate that.
I think I was quite naive about serious mental illness, and I never actually believed that he had serious mental illness. I just thought that he would get over it, and that he just needed someone to understand him and love him and, give him, I don't know, some sort of reason, and that I suppose I thought I could fix him, really, but I couldn't. I realise that now.
She's become a carer to me rather than my wife, and I don't like that, because that's not what we got into a relationship for. So, that upsets me a bit, definitely.
What do you think is the biggest change you've seen in him since you met him?
There's been immense changes. The biggest change, I think, he's just become a shell of who he was. There's like glimpses of the old Ian that I met and, fell in love with. But the biggest change has got to be his just who he is, what he did, what he stood for, his own sort of physical appearance.
I just find that I can't stop eating, and I would love to just stop taking tablets, and hopefully that would change, but I'm kind of stuck in a catch-22.
Clozapine made him sleep, on average, and I'm not exaggerating, probably 21 hours out of 24. He couldn't, all he did was sleep, and when he got up he was just barely awake, dribbling a lot, and he just ate and ate and ate while he was awake, and then he'd go back to bed. He'd get up probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 or 4 o'clock, and be in bed by 8.
I would never stop taking my tablets, because I know that I could get seriously ill, end up in hospital, hurt someone. The list is endless, really, and so I'm willing to take my tablets as a way of treating myself, and trying to live a normal life.
My guess is that he won't ever stop taking medication, because he now believes that medication is the only thing that can keep him well. So he's heavily reliant on that, and I know the long-term effects of those sorts of medications are leading us down a path of him not really being able to function very much later on.
My wife said to me that because of long-term taking antipsychotic drugs, you could end up getting things like Parkinson's, and that worries me, that I could end up having Parkinson's eventually in my life, and I hate the thought of taking these tablets that I have to take long term, but it's one of those things that I have to do.
You're starting to consider the long-term effects of antipsychotics. So it's not pretty.
Loads of things have led up to my schizophrenia, but I think the biggest thing was abusing drugs and alcohol. When I was serving in Northern Ireland, when you had time off, was to go to raves and take drugs. So I just got in with the in crowd and done what they done.
I think 15 years we've been together now and brought up 4 children. It's been a real struggle at times. But I think if we can get through what we've been through, I don't think there's anything we can't get through together, really.
I feel now it's better to just have a clear slate and start having just living day to day, rather than look too much into the future.
I think he's happy with us. I'm happy that we're still together, happy that he still has a function in the family. I think he's happy to just be in this situation rather than on his own.
Would you say you're happy?
I'm not totally happy, but I'm there.